Hello everybody, Salty Walty's here, and I'm kind of pissed. Last night we did a bunch of games, and for whatever reason I was recording, and the PS4 decided to not record anything. Sorry for just sitting here. At the time, the puppy was attempting to chew on my hands and my feet, and I had to get him to stop, so... he's going through the teething phase, and it's kind of being a bitch about, like, training and stuff, so... like, when it comes to training, he is the exact opposite. He's like, nah, I'm gonna do what I want, and he does what he wants. He beat me actually kind of hard today, and he drew blood, and I flicked him right in the fucking side because that hurt. Like, then he just sat there and gave me puppy dog eyes, like, why'd you do that? I'm like, So he still got, he's doing that whole I'm going to chew on you just because. Anyway, this is the Hodolfer. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this motherfucker rolling around. I'm terrible with it. Its first appearance was MS Igloo, the mobile tank, or mobile battle tank, I can't remember which one. This was actually built even before a Zaku, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was built, I think it was built 2 to 3 years beforehand. And I feel like if they would act like if Xeon would have produced like this also along with the Zaku, Federation would have stood a fucking chance. No lie, like this thing, like in MS Igloo, what happens is that like, hey, we got too much experimental shit, right? So drop it down on Earth, have it run a quote unquote test, and then when the test is done, just leave it. Squeeze me? You're going to leave this beautiful piece of art in the desert with a 300 millimeter cannon that can shoot Zaku's fucking in half. You're just gonna leave that? Squeeze me? Hell no. Like, okay, so what happens is that the Federation, being the Federation, they were able to snag 6 Zakus, and the Zakus were going around the desert and pretty much fucking destroying any supply base that the Xeon had at the time, right? So they were going on to supply base, I think 5 or 6. I could be wrong. I could be lower actually. And what happens is that they spot the Komasai dropping this. Well, not dropping this specifically, but they do shoot at the Komasai and shoot it down without killing anybody, but the Komasai was able to drop the Hodolfer first. So they drop the Hodolfer, it gets into position, and with one shot, and it's the same, the shot that I'm using right now, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, shoots. A couple of Zaku's like, hey, what the fuck was that? This one Zaku gets shot in half, just blown to fucking bits. And so, here goes a prolonged battle. They're trying to go in at the Hodolfer, and they couldn't really see him because he's such a far distance away until they eventually fly into the air. And that's when they seen him. Even in close range, the one shell it's missing that makes me sad is the scatter shot. And people will argue, well, it's got the canister shot. Well, I don't give a fuck about the canister shot. I want the fucking 300 centimeter shotgun shell that this motherfucker loaded into its cannon and decided to point blank shoot a fucking Zaku and melt his life. Look at these swift drifts, bro. Tokyo Drift ain't got nothing on me. But so yeah, I'm a little upset. It still didn't get its canister. I mean, it's scatter shot this game. Ugh, because I would love to have rolled up on someone and just point blank shot him, just like that. So essentially, like what happens is that he essentially kills off everybody. He didn't kill off the captain of this that had the Zakutu S type, right? So what happens is that he's not paying attention, and the commander gets up on him, right, and starts beating the shit out of him. He uses the shovel arms to knock that fucking captain silly and disengage the Zakutu's drum mag, right? So it knocks it off, but the machine gun still has the one round in it. So, oh boy, I get fucked here. I'm pretty sure I get gang banged right here. Yeah, I get gang banged. And look at that. The head offer can get cut in half, and its top half bounces. But, so what happens is that he pulls the gun back and then shoves it into the eye of the Hildoffer and pulls the trigger. Now, I don't know why. I gotta look up where the placement of the cockpit is on the Hildoffer. I know it's behind the head, but the way the gun was angled, it shouldn't have hit the cockpit whatsoever. But, so what happens is that he pulls the trigger. The pilot's pretty fucked up. He turns the Zaka around to go kill off the rest of the, destroy the Komosai. But he, didn't realize that he didn't kill the pilot. So, the dude, he just fucking comes in. And, what a fucking sick drifts, bro. Man, I'm just missing. And, he blows that Zaku in half. Just completely, well, I wouldn't even say in half. I would say more like it, boy howdy. He blew it up into the, like, its entire torso was gone, let's just say that. And that's when he slowly just passes away. And the Hildoffer just, it seems like it just powers down and it just sits. And it's a little upsetting because it's just like, the Hildoffer got shit on for no fucking reason, and I don't understand how I got that kill. I'm gonna throw that one out there. I should have hit the Marine in the back, but I didn't, and I'm not gonna. Well, I hit the dude. I'm sorry, didn't mean to hit you. But yeah, the Hildoffer, like, it was. I think there was only one ever built, and sadly, it didn't gain any traction, even though I feel like it's a fantastic mobile tank. I don't even, is this even considered a, I don't think it's considered a mobile suit. I'm gonna have to look it up. Gentlemen, I got a proto. Please please do that help. Please, thank you. That beam completely missed. I'm happy about that. Thank you, sire. But yeah, it's just one of those. It's one of those prototypes where Xeon's like, "Oh, it'll help us," and then they don't fucking do nothing with it. It's like the Zuda. Like, they had that. The Zuda has that explosion, the explosive. I'm going self-destruct problem, and well, I suck. And oh, that guy got the hard dick. Heavy. I'm sorry, or is that Moonwolf? I don't know which. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of shitty. Like, I feel like if they would have worked with this, oh hey, you can't fit there. If they would have worked with this suit a little bit more, they would have had a winner, 100%. This thing is already a beast. So well, that's it for my match with the Hildoffer. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am fucking terrible with it. Same with the ground assault gun tank. I'm terrible with that too. So I hope you guys have a good night, and I shall salt you later.